Welcome back to the Get Off My Lawn podcast. So on this second half, we're going to play the Mount Rushmore game. I explained it a little bit in the car, but for everybody out there. So we're going to, you know what Mount Rushmore is, the four heads of the presidents. Dad's going to build his Mount Rushmore. All right, so we are going to start with the presidents. I'm going to give them to you one by one. Once you put four up there, the rest of the list is gone. They're off. All right, so we're starting with a layup, in my opinion. Abraham Lincoln. Is he on your Mount Rushmore?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So no.
He's actually, prior to maybe a current president, I remember my employees about 30 years ago gave me that big, nice Abraham Lincoln portrait with his 16 failures and then became president of the United States. So I have a lot of Lincoln stuff in my house. So Lincoln would be, number 2 on my list.
I knew it's going to be a layup there. So moving on to Teddy Roosevelt. Is he on your Mount Rushmore?
Not mine.
No, but he is on the regular Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Because Trump's on there.
All right. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Is he on your Mount Rushmore?
Not really.
Not really. All right. So far, we've kept Lincoln. We've gotten rid of Teddy. Gotten rid of Eisenhower. Ronald Reagan.
Prior to 2016, I'd have said yes, definitely. Although probably still could. Well, we need room for 2 others. We can only have 4.
Can only have 4.
I already picked one.
Yep.
So, Reagan's got to go.
Reagan's got to go. Calvin Coolidge.
No.
That is a quick one. Why?
Why? Because, again, who knows? What did he do? Is he the guy that came up with the income tax? Is he one of them?
Who do you see? You don't know.
That's why he shouldn't be on there. Okay, if you don't know, if I don't know, then
He threw out the first pitch ever.
The first pitch ever. That's the only reason he was on there for me.
Exactly. The sports guys know.
no, I didn't know that one.
All right, George H.W. Bush.
No.
All right, so far you only have 3 left, and you only kept 1. So you're keeping these next 3, whether you like it or not.
Well, there's more presidents you could.
No, I don't. You
only made a list of
choose
10?
from 9. Keep 4, cut 5. So here we go. You're keeping William McKinley.
Oh, he did get shot for his country and died.
You're keeping George W. Bush.
No, I would never.
Too late. You should have thought through Ronald Reagan a little bit more. You should have thought through Teddy a little bit more.
Did he say I only had 9 choices prior to this thing?
I told you we're going to go one by one down the list.
I thought you were going to go through all the presidents.
Every single
Actually, I thought you were going to
How long do you think this episode was going to be? You think we're going to keep these people's attention?
I thought you get to choose your
Yeah,
four.
No. And you have no list over there to work off of. And last keep is Donald Trump.
Oh, that's a given.
So we kept Abraham Lincoln. We got rid of Teddy Roosevelt. We got rid of Dwight D. Eisenhower. We got rid of Ronald Reagan. We got rid of Calvin Coolidge. We got rid of George H.W. Bush. We kept William McKinley, George W. Bush.
I disagree with
Donald
those
Trump.
two.
Well, you got
How this game was run.
At least you know how the game works now. So we're going to move on to the next one. The next one
It should
is
just be Mount Trump.
Mount Rushmore of New York Yankees.
Well, how many do I get to pick from?
You get to pick from 9. Keep 4, cut 5. Keep 4,
And
cut
you picked
5.
the 9, so you may not have even picked guys that. All right, go ahead.
All right, so number 1, Thurman Munson.
Keep.
And his plane.
Why are we keeping Thurman Munson?
Because I was a catcher, and he died when I was 12, and my mother loved him very much, the Yankees, and we were on vacation in Alexandria Bay when he died, and me and Mom cried. So if I'm gonna cry over a baseball player, he's getting on Mount Rushmore.
Yankee captain. Got to put him up there. All right, number 2, Bernie Williams. Remember, keep 4, cut 5.
Yeah, but he don't tell you what the other ones are. This is what makes this kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say cut Bernie, even though great guitar player, great in the playoffs.
Number 3, Reggie Jackson.
I mean, he probably needs to be up there just for taking up 10 years of everybody's life. He was very popular.
So you're going to keep Reggie Jackson? So
Well,
far,
I'm scared that I'm going to get stuck with a William McKinley again, okay?
yeah, right. That's the point of the game. You got to make the right decisions all the way through. Personally, I would say screw Reggie Jackson.
Although,
He's
yes.
the only guy to ever be mean to me for asking for an autograph. Just because I don't know who you are, Reggie. Of course I don't know who you are. I was a child. I was just a little boy, Reggie Jackson. Why were you so mean to me?
All right, so here's the story. He's 7 years old, and we drive from upstate New York, the Utica area, all the way to Tampa.
All the way, Reggie.
19 hours.
19 to see
It's
you.
pouring rain. And all he wants to do, he keeps saying strawberry, because that was his favorite word to say, Darryl Strawberry back then. So we go, let's go straight to the stadium, the Yankee Steinbrenner Field in Tampa.
At the time, Legends Field.
And it was completely pouring, and there was one car in the parking lot at the gift shop, and I pulled up. I said, all right, let's go buy some stuff. I take him in there. There's one guy in there looking through jackets and things, and it's Reggie Jackson. I hurry up, I buy a ball and a Sharpie, and I give it to TJ. He goes up to him. Mr. Jackson, can I have your autograph? And Reggie signs the ball. Well, he was so excited, he didn't say thank you. He just turned around and ran to me and handed me the ball. Well, Reggie looks at me like, why the hell am I signing a ball for this kid? He don't even know who the hell I am. And I was like a little taken aback. I'm like, well, Reg, look at the bright side. I'll be talking about you all the way home. And
not only all the way home, almost 30 years later.
Yeah, we're still talking.
I'm going to go ahead
all right,
and
Reggie's out.
Say, fuck you, Reggie.
You had him on just for this story.
Just for this moment. So I can say overruled. Go home, Reggie Jackson. Who are you? I don't even know who you are. All right, next up, Jorge Posada.
Another catcher.
I mean, I'm not, I know, but no.
So
you better have.
So far, we kept Thurman Munson. We got rid of Bernie. We got rid of Reggie Jackson, obviously. And we got rid of Jorge Posada. Next up, Don Mattingly.
Absolutely.
Why?
Why? Because he was great. He was a great player for a good 10 years. Some back issues at the end, but I mean, he was my favorite player in the 80s. My mother used to buy me gifts for my birthday, and they were all Mattingly related, which I still have. You know.
No, you don't have.
Well, there
I have.
He has. We still have them, but Mattingly was just my favorite player for most of my life. I went to Don Mattingly Day at Yankee Stadium with my buddy Ed. And we were so hammered, and we had tears in our eyes and everything when they revealed his little plaque out in center field. And I still have my Don Mattingly Day T-shirt. So,
yeah, I knew that one was
Donnie baseball all the way. And that's why I've been afraid to say yes to any of them until you got to Donnie. So,
Yep. Again, very fun game. So far, we've kept Thurman Munson. We've cut Bernie Williams. We've cut Reggie Jackson. We're going to keep saying that, Reggie. We cut Jorge Posada. We kept Don Mattingly. Next up, Roger Clemens. We only have 4 left. After this, we have 3 left.
You have 3 left.
3 left after this.
And I've picked 2 already.
You've kept 2.
I mean, as far as pitchers go, he was one of the best, but he's not, Mariano. So I'm going to have
holding
to let you go,
hope
Clemens.
that Mariano's on the list. He's holding out hope, putting a lot of faith that I'm going to set him up for that. That's funny. Next up, Mariano Rivera.
He should be on everybody's Mount Rushmore.
He has to be. Greatest closer of all time. Pretty sure he was unanimous as far as going into the Hall. No, he wasn't?
No, one stupid...
no, I think you guys are thinking of Jeter. I'm pretty sure Jeter was the one that didn't get the 1 vote, and Mariano went in unanimously the first time along.
I think you might be right.
I know I'm right, because that's the way my
Jeter
brain
should have
works.
went unanimously.
Jeter and Ken Griffey Jr. and Ichiro, all with just one man holding out. But we're going to get confirmation from Joel here. Computer boys looking it up.
All 425.
Yeah, and
in
there we go.
2019.
So again, everybody's got Mariano on his, even the stupid Hall of Fame voters. All right, so we've kept Thurman, we've kept Don Mattingly, we've kept Mariano. Next up, Andy Pettit.
No, I mean, we got to hold out for someone else now at shortstop.
I was going to say, he's holding out for Jeter.
Holding out hope, assuming that he's going to get Derek Jeter, which he does. So Derek Jeter closes out the list. We have Thurman Munson, Don Mattingly, Mariano Rivera, and Derek Jeter.
Yeah, it's such a short list, though. I mean, really. I mean, there's no Babe Ruth. There's no Lou Gehrig. There's no DiMaggio. There's no Mantle.
Well, the point
there's
of
no
this
White
is
Ford.
your Mount Rushmore. So I didn't want to put guys that played before your birth. I know you're old, but you're not quite that old. So I debated on whether or not Mickey Mantle should be on this list. I put Reggie instead of Mickey Mantle, specifically so we can get to that story about how Reggie's a bad person.
Well, if there's anyone out there that knows how to set up games for podcasts, please send some instructions to TJ and see how he comes up.
So far, I feel like we're cooking. I don't know. This has been pretty good.
I still feel a little cheated on the presidents, but go ahead.
That's the way it works. You got to think it through. I think we're going to keep this game just because of that moment right there. All right, last Mount Rushmore that Dad's going to build. Again, your Mount Rushmore. Okay, so you don't have to just go with what you assume everybody else is going to go with. Your Mount Rushmore of TV shows. We're starting it off with the Andy Griffith Show.
No, I don't care.
Hope he's gone.
Yeah. He doesn't want things before I was born.
I mean, that seems like something that was right around your time. Bonanza.
Yeah, no. What the fuck? You just went on TV Land and wrote down the guide?
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Next
That's
up.
true. Right now, I'm being asked questions by ChatGPT.
I Love Lucy.
You're going to be stuck with Gilligan's Island and Sesame
You know what?
Street.
I like that one. I Love Lucy could have been on there. I think
Could have been?
I think it should be on that time.
So we're going to keep I Love Lucy. All in the Family.
There's only 9 I get to pick from.
Picking from 9, yep.
And
We've kept I Love
4.
Lucy. You've cut Andy Griffith's
You
show.
can't cut Archie.
Cut Bonanza.
I mean, I am consistently referred to as an Archie Bunker type person.
We've done an Archie Bunker video.
Oh, yeah, that was a big video.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, put Archie up there.
All right. And what I did for this is I went to Antenna TV and literally scrolled through the guide of Antenna TV, which are all the shows that he's into watching.
I love Antenna TV.
Right. So this isn't just, oh, he pulled it from nowhere. No, I pulled it from a source that you enjoy.
For everyone's reference, this Antenna TV thing, every night at 11 is Johnny Carson. It is like being young again. Every night, like, comes on, you hear the thing, it tells you the date. I tell Melanie how old we were, 21, 19, blah, blah. And we watch all this stuff from back then.
All right, next up on the list. So we've kept I Love Lucy. We've kept All in the Family. Bewitched.
No, never had it for that.
Next
Did
up.
Melissa Montgomery?
I mean, Melanie would have picked that one, but I don't.
It's yours, not Melanie's list.
I know.
We'll bring her on as a guest star next time.
Yeah, good.
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
I swear, Mary Tyler Moore is next.
I mean, now that he told me it's Antenna TV, I'm waiting for the Jefferson, the Sanford and Son, and you know the other ones that I watch. But go ahead.
So we're cutting the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah, I don't really watch that one.
All right.
And he's super liberal. I know he's 100, but I just can't handle it.
Gilligan's Island.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, we're getting down to the barrel there. Gilligan, I mean, I spent a lot of time with Marianne and Ginger as a pubescent 12-year-old.
So we're gonna keep Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
All right. So we've kept I Love Lucy. We've kept All in the Family. We've kept Gilligan's Island. The Johnny Carson Show.
No, it wasn't called that. It's Tonight Show.
Whatever.
Well, absolutely. If you don't have I Dream of Jeannie, then definitely.
So we're gonna keep
Johnny.
All right, we're gonna
Tonight
keep
Show.
Johnny. So your official list is I Love Lucy, All in the Family, Gilligan's Island, and The Tonight Show.
I would, and for the record, I'd have swapped out All in the Family for I Dream of Jeannie any day.
All All right. Well, we haven't finished the list. Number 9, I Dream of Jeannie.
Well,
It's cut. Sometimes you gotta hold out.
well, I mean, she was. Thanks for my teen years.
Thanks for my gross. Gross. Completely
Hey,
uncomfortable.
there wasn't a lot of TV back then, man. It was I Dream of Jeannie, some Gilligan's Island, and the Sears catalog. That's all you got.
Oh, that was pretty fun there. I mean, you understand the game now, so next time we play it, you'll know not to hold out too hard there on the presidents and
I can't believe we still have William McKinley.
and George W. Bush.
No, that was the worst.
Well, that was really all I had
1,000
planned here for the second half of the show. Is there anything you got going on that you want to rip about?
No, right now at BarnDoor, which is the name of my house, it's all wedding all the time until mid-May. So nothing else is happening.
Well,
Other than me trying to golf as much as possible.
we have 6 more minutes. Mount Rushmore golf cart lady snacks that come around.
Golf cart ladies?
I don't know, golf girl, whatever. What is the lady that goes
Golf
around?
cart girl, golf cart.
Beverages you're going to drink.
Yeah, she's the
Cart girl. Cart girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
You know who's a cart girl now?
no, I
Or
don't.
no, who's trying to be one is Nick's mom.
Nick's mom wants to be a cart girl.
Yeah, up at the Stone.
I thought she was retired.
Yeah, well, she's getting back into doing a little part-time work, so she's going to be, or she's trying to. I think she might be in the pro shop, and she wants to move over to cart girl.
All right. So that cart comes around. What's number 1 on your list?
If it's hot, I'm getting a Mountain Dew. If it's
Mountain Dew while golfing. Ugh.
well, I don't drink, so I mean, I'm more of I need to be hydrated, so.
Hydrated as a Mountain Dew. Is
Gatorade, Powerade.
I was thinking Gatorade, water,
I'm sorry,
things
do I
like
look
that.
like Jack LaLanne to you people? No.
I need.
They don't know who Jack LaLanne is.
108 degrees, give me the dew.
Yeah, how about you, Joel?
I'm
You got a
sweating.
little bit more.
Like a
more
Gatorade.
I can't
Gatorade,
sit around
yeah.
the house and drink a Mountain Dew, but if I'm super hot and sweaty and stuff and I'm thirsty, I can down that whole
Are you getting any kind of food or anything when she comes around?
Not normally, no.
No.
That's a clubhouse term.
Every now and then a hot dog, maybe something in and out quick, but not much. And it's mostly if my buddy wants to eat. Me personally, I don't really eat much in between, unless it's a tournament and they got it set up that way, or he specifically says, I want to grab a hot dog, then I'll go grab a hot dog. But,
And are you one of the kind of dudes that'll flirt with the cart girl if she's attractive for no reason?
well,
And he's getting married in 4 weeks.
80% of them are kind of attractive.
80%.
And I mean, because they're smart. They got to put, you're not going to put a goat out on there. You want, you got to have somebody to bring in the coin. But, no, there's no real time to flirt. I'm into probably my shot because usually they're coming right while you're driving up to where your ball is or whatnot. But cart girls in general, I mean, it's hard to find a golf course where you see the cart girl more than once. That's my biggest gripe with the cart girl, is that I should be here. If I saw her 3 or 4 times, I would probably get more things. Mm-hmm. But the fact of the matter is, you might see her on your 3rd hole and never see her again, or you might see her on your 16th hole and you haven't seen her all day. And that's,
Golf course is a pretty big place. I mean, they gotta be driving that whole course to get to you.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, to me, I would have as many cart girls out there as possible then, because like even when I had the nightclub back in the day, you only had 3 hours to make all your money. So you had 25 people working and who only came in for 3 hours a night. But that's where all the money is. So you want to turn over those dollars when it's sunny out. So I don't know, when it's 90 out and I'm playing golf and I don't see a cart girl for but 1 hole out of 18, I think they're not making as much money as they could be.
I mean, that makes sense. All right, well, I mean, that should probably do it. I'm sure you want to get home and watch the Masters and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching it till Sunday evening.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining us here on the Get Off My Lawn podcast. I had a lot of fun. We're going to make that game better next time.
This is an easy week. We didn't insult anyone. I didn't call anyone names.
I know.
Got three. Kinder, gentler, Tom. And you're getting it because the match is on this week.
I feel like we got 3 good clips there, the little game at the end. So we're figuring it out here, maybe. We just got to get people to start listening. BarnDoor Innovations on YouTube. Pop said Get Off My Lawn on TikTok. We are Get Off My Lawn on Facebook. Get Off My Lawn on Spotify. We're here at Voices from the Balcony. If you want to text us, go ahead and text us at
843-418-3673. That's 843-418-FORE.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
Have a nice week. Go read.
Thank you for listening to the Get Off My Lawn podcast, brought to you by BarnDoor Innovations. We thank Voices from the Balcony Radio for the broadcast time. Follow us on social media at Pop Said Get Off My Lawn on TikTok, Get Off My Lawn on Facebook, and BarnDoor Innovations on YouTube. This was a BarnDoor Innovations production.